Hello everyone, and welcome to the second edition of Three Things in 3 Minutes for VMAX Cloud Edition. I'm Matthew Yeager. We'll be discussing why VMAX Cloud Edition in this edition. Specifically, we'll be talking about why VMAX Cloud Edition for our customers. Now, a lot of people ask me why VMAX Cloud Edition, and frankly, it does depend on the group of people that you're talking to, because they do view the world, frankly, in slightly different ways. So, with inside every single organization that we have, that we work with, we have three primary stakeholder groups. We have the CXO, the CEO, CIO, CFO, those sorts of folks, also sometimes known as quote, the business leaders, the people making the business decisions. We have finance and procurement, and then we also have IT, stroke DevOps and those sorts of folks. But ultimately, we really do need to be worrying about how we structure the conversation around not just VMAX Cloud Edition, but EMC as well, for all three of these groups when we're working inside of a customer. Okay, so I use the picture of children to remind myself that, if I can get my messaging down so that my son could understand it, then I've done well. In that vein, then, why VMAX Cloud Edition for CXOs, for the business leaders? I tend to veer towards three primary things. The first is in this concept that, frankly, the service level is the new SKU, that he doesn't need to, or she doesn't need to understand the media types, DAE shelves, TDATs, bin files, all that sort of thing. Really, the service level, the linearized nature of that delivers that, frankly, on demand. The second is that you don't need to be a VMAX expert. You don't need to be a guru. This is also sometimes known as time to value, that the customer can start making benefit directly out of the platform and monetizing it from the minute that it hits the floor. And third is this concept that really what we want is our customer service to be powered by EMC, not them out reselling VMAX Cloud Edition. Okay, so moving swiftly along, in the same vein, why VMAX Cloud Edition for finance, or sometimes we're dealing directly with, let's say, procurement. The first is the price per gigabyte. I think the finance and the procurement people really like, forget RFPs and that sort of thing. We can give that to them today. What we really need to know is firstly the I/O density that they're after, and then second, the capacity that they actually need, in terabytes. And we add those two things together, and then frankly, very quickly we can turn around a price per gigabyte. Second, the linearized nature of what we're talking about means that the price per gig that we've produced with inside corporate means that price per gig for bronze, for diamond, and that sort of thing, whatever it is on Monday, it's going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and forever always. And then third, this concept of flexibility. Do they want to do CapEx? Do they want to do open scale and that sort of thing around this? Well, the short answer is yes to all of that. They can CapEx it, they can open scale, or interestingly, they can add those two models together if they so desire. Okay, and then finally, just to wrap up, why VMAX Cloud Edition for the IT folks and for DevOps? And I suppose again we veer into three primary things. The first is around this sense of automation. You can go in and if you really wanted to, you could figure out how to use the different spindles and the different media types to go ahead and build frankly your own gold service level, and if you really wanted to go in and figure out how to do your own silver service level, and then consequently your bronze service level using enterprise flash drives, fiber channel, and SATA. But frankly, why wouldn't you just want to go ahead and automate that entire process through a self-provisioning portal? The second would be this concept of orchestration. Here you see where you have different workloads moving from dev test up into production, and then frankly back down again. This concept of dial up and dial down, and that orchestration ability right through the self-provisioning portal means that really what we're trying to do is we're trying to get these guys back to being the architects we know that they are, and not necessarily the plumbers that they've become. And that's really around using the portal and the API to automate and orchestrate these things.